my name is Veronica. Welcome to your post-marathon yoga recovery class. This 15 minutes grounding yoga class focuses on gentle stretches designed to help runners recover, release tension, and calm the nervous system after a long race day. You can go ahead and lay down on your back. We'll start from there. In your reclined position, place your feet flat on the ground, a little wider than your hips, and allow your knees to softly fall in towards one another. This is a wonderful way to relax the low back and release any tension. You can rest one hand on your belly and one hand over your heart. And before we stretch anything, let's just take a moment here to arrive. Inhale slowly through your nose. Exhale gently out through the mouth. Allow your breath to tell your body that the race is over and you don't need to hold yourself together anymore. Recovery is part of training, but it's not a reward, it is required. You can let your knees fall from side to side, enjoying a little windshield wiper movement. Notice how that feels on your back. Nice and easy stretch. You can pause on either side. Gradually making your way to the center. We'll stretch the right foot up to the sky. Take a moment here to stretch the right hamstring. You can point and flex your foot, bringing awareness to the feet. And then dropping your foot just below the opposite knee for a figure 4 stretch. Make sure your right foot is flexed. You can spread your toes wide. And then using your left hand, reach out for your right foot. Give yourself a little massage here. Using your thumbs, gently massaging the arch of your foot, the heel, maybe the Achilles as well. If this feels tender, that's okay. Just stay curious but not forceful. You can even massage the calf muscles, little squeezes. See how that feels. These small movements help release tension around your ankle and the fascia, and it supports post-run recovery, which is what we want. Let's transition into a figure 4. So reach out and pull your left knee in. You can even extend the left leg up to the sky for additional hamstring stretch here. You can circle out your left ankle. Open and flex the foot. Noticing your breath. If your body is tightening, use your exhale, let it soften. Good. Allowing your low back to feel heavy against the mat. If you feel any emotions here, know that that's normal. The hips store a lot, especially after long efforts. All right, let's slowly release, bringing both knees to the chest. Take a moment to hug, breathe, reminding yourself that you're safe, and we'll switch to the same stretches onto the opposite side. Extending your left heel up. You can point and flex your left foot, maybe circle it out. Trying to reach the heel up to the sky to lengthen through the back side of your left leg, engaging the hamstring. Still being mindful and kind to your body. Less is more in this case. Then dropping your left foot over the right thigh. Make sure your left foot is flexed. It kind of nicely protects and locks your knee. And as we did on the opposite side, use your hand to gently massage the arch of your left foot, the heel, the Achilles. It helps us release any tension, and it's a wonderful way to help recovery, especially post-run after long runs. Mindful breath as you are. Don't forget to give some attention to your calf as well, so you can kind of knead it as a dough, squeeze gently, noticing how your body is responding to that. And just reminding you again, this practice is focused on post-run recovery, so it is intended to be very gentle and intentional and kind in a way. This is your recovery phase, so not too much effort is required. Let's have you transition into reclined pigeon with the option to extend your right leg up to the sky for a hamstring stretch. Hugging the right knee towards you while trying to push the left knee away. You may stay right here with the right leg bent or extended. Choice is yours. If your right leg is extended, maybe flex the foot on the top, or point and flex, maybe circle out the ankle. Allowing the gravity to do the work. There's not much to control right now. This pose, as I mentioned, also gently releases not only the hips, but also the hamstrings and genuinely areas that work over time during running. Let's gradually transition out of this pose, bringing both knees to your chest. Flatten your feet down to the ground. Make sure you extend your left leg completely out. And then bringing the right knee into your chest. So notice as you pull your right knee closer, your left leg might want to bend. Stay focused on that leg. See if you can gently press the back side of your left leg against the ground and keep that foot flexed so we get a nicer stretch onto the left hip flexor here. So keep hugging that right knee in close to you. Allow your low back to feel heavy against your mat. Good. Relaxing those hip flexors. And then let's transition into a half happy baby. So you're going to grab on the inside of your foot, slowly extend the heel towards the sky, only as far as feels okay. You can gently rock and sway from side to side. This basically helps the calves and the hamstrings and supports circulation after running. Still being mindful of the left leg to be fully extended. And then slowly ease out that knee, bend your left leg, wrap it around, and we transition into a spinal twist. Let the top of your leg bend, feel heavy and supported. You can extend your right arm open, maybe even turn your head towards the right. Notice how your body releases the outer hips, the IT band, and lower back. Also very common tight spots for runners. Breathing mindfully, easing into the shape more and more with every exhale. Feeling that twisting sensation across your body, almost like you're squeezing out any tension from the legs and your spine. When you're ready, start to lift your knees, still kind of holding this shape of the legs, dropping the knees to the opposite side. So now your left foot is kind of gliding towards the left and knees fall over to the right. So you get a wonderful front body opening. For a deeper stretch, you may want to bring your arms overhead. If that feels too intense, you can just relax your hands, maybe right hand on the belly, left hand on your heart. Paying attention to your breath. Allowing yourself to enjoy a moment of stillness. Let your legs feel heavy. Again, the gravity is helping you here. So practicing some surrender, some letting go. And then easing out, releasing your legs. Hug both knees to your chest briefly. And we will do the same set of poses onto the opposite side. So right leg extends fully out. left knee to your chest or even towards the left shoulder. You can hug it as much as feels comfortable for you, but remember the right leg wants to be pressing against the ground to get that nice deep stretch at the front hip on your right. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's have you transition into a half happy baby. So grabbing the inside of your left, maybe the calf. You can grab the shin or your foot, whatever you can reach. Still working on extending that right leg. Maybe gently rocking and swaying side to side. Remember, there's no prize for stretching deeper today. Again, just gonna repeat it, less is more. Please be mindful and kind to your body. Let's transition into a spinal twist. So bend your right leg and then bringing your knees over to the right. You can extend your left arm along the shoulder. Your right hand can be on top of that left knee to help deepen that stretch across your body. Really allowing your left knee, your left leg feel heavy, dropping closer and closer to the ground the more you relax. Taking a slow, smooth inhale. Slow, deep exhale. With your next breath in, you can gradually start to lift your knees. More or less, hold the shape of your legs. Just glide your right foot over to the right. Knees fall over to the left. With your left foot grounding or pressing onto your right knee to bring in closer to the ground. Arms overhead or close to your body, depending on what you prefer. Slow, steady breaths. Remember, there is nothing to fix, nothing to stretch deeper. You're kind of just receiving as you enjoy this specific shape. So very little effort is required. The more you relax, the more you actually will receive. So focus on that. Relaxing into this wonderful shape, opening the entire front body, especially the right side. And gradually coming back through the center, both knees to your chest. We have one more pose to do before Shavasana. This is basically placing our legs up the wall. If you have a wall nearby, that would be ideal. That way you don't have to put too much effort and it generates more of that restorativeness of the practice. If you don't have a wall nearby, you can totally use the hands the way I am, so supporting behind or around the thighs. You can flex and point your feet or just let your feet relax in any sort of shape that feels comfortable. Knees can be slightly bent, your legs do not need to be straight. So keeping a gentle bend in the knee is more than welcomed. This posture is wonderful. It helps reduce swelling and improves circulation, and it deeply calms the nervous system. It's the perfect post-run recovery pose. If it feels good, you can add some movement to the ankles, as I mentioned, point and flex, or even just kind of shaking your feet off and letting the gravity help us recover. Let's bring the knees to the chest. Give yourself one last little hug, maybe bringing forehead towards your knees. And gradually making your way into Shavasana, which is a final relaxing pose, lying flat on your spine, arms along your body, palms facing up. Let yourself settle into stillness, closing your eyes, taking slow breath in, slow breath out, letting your full body weight sink into the ground. And I invite you to acknowledge what you just did, running a race, whether it's a marathon or a half one or personal distance. It requires commitment, discipline, and courage. It requires showing up for days when motivation might be low, even through discomfort, and trusting yourself step by step. So let that land. Your body worked so hard for you. There is absolutely nothing weak about needing rest. There's nothing lazy about recovery. Rest is where healing happens, and if it feels right, silently offer some appreciation and gratitude for your legs, your feet, to your lungs, and of course the heart. Thank your body for everything it carried you through. You showed up, you did something hard, that matters. Thank you for tuning in today. Your body did something incredible. I hope you enjoyed this post-marathon yoga recovery class. Feel free to like, subscribe, and explore more gentle recovery yoga on my channel. Mahalo and namaste.